What is piracy's effect on the music industry? What is piracy? Piracy is the unauthorized use or reproduction of another's work. It usually involves copying copyrighted software or media and distributing it by either selling it or allowing people to download it for free. As this video is about the effect on the music industry, I will only be looking at music piracy.
In 2010, a legislation was adopted in the United Kingdom that aimed to combat piracy on peer-to-peer networks. According to the Recording Industry Association of Americas, the legislation is trying to protect the ability of the recording industry to invest in new bands and new music. They also said piracy is a real threat to the livelihoods of not only artists and music label employees, but also thousands of less elevated people in the music industry. However, while piracy can financially harm artists, not all artists are for anti-piracy laws. Apparently, many artists are not actually prepared to sue their fans. A study was done in 2012, which used data from around 700 French musicians. They found that while artists with a record label were not very tolerant of piracy, smaller artists actually saw peer-to-peer networks as a way to increase their audience. As their income is mostly based on off-live performances, the music being pirated online will for the most part be beneficial to them. If piracy can help small artists break into the scene, maybe it isn't all bad. Before music streaming services got big, the music industry was suffering a lot. Piracy had a much bigger appeal when the alternative was buying albums for up to £20 each. Nowadays, a small monthly subscription will cover all your music listening needs. In the 2000s, piracy was damaging the music industry massively, with record labels seeing a decline in revenue of 40%. Streaming sites like Napster and LimeWire caused global music sales to drop from $27 billion in 2000 to $15 billion in 2010. Many record shops closed down as physical music sales plummeted. In 2009, a French anti-piracy law known as Hadopi was passed to try and monitor copyright infringement online and punish the pirates. The pirate would receive a warning for the first two offences, but on the third, the case could be taken to the criminal courts. However, Hadopi has been a controversial topic because of how costly it is and how it violates net neutrality. More recently, streaming services like Spotify have given a less expensive alternative to buy music that is also legal at the same time. Streaming services are now the number one source of income for the music industry. Now that artists can make a reliable living off their music being streamed, piracy seems much less scary than it did a decade ago.